Hello, everybody. Andrea Twarowski here with Dentalelle Tutoring. I'm going to talk about essential oils today. I know, so this isn't exactly tutoring related, but it is kind of related to your studying though and your emotional well-being. So without going too far into my story or sort of why I'm talking about this though, I should mention I started using essential oils maybe probably a couple years ago. I mean, I was hearing a lot about them, and I was the type of person that would always say, yeah, well, it's nice to be all natural and everything, but for this and for this and for that, I need a little bit more than an essential oil. I had a few friends who were actually selling essential oils too. I had some dental assistants who I used to work with who were selling them, and they would be talking about them for everything from I'm sorry, excuse me, from neck pain, if you suffered from migraines, if you suffered from a rash, if you had back pain, if you had a sore throat, they would always say, here, have some oils, here is this, here is that. And the nice thing is, though, is that oils are all natural. So there's no harm in taking them. Whereas I tend to suffer, not anymore or not as much anymore, but I would get a headache pretty much every night. Like clockwork every night, especially when I was in school, I would come home and I would have this, huge headache every day or every night after school. So, but I didn't think too much of it because I would take an Advil, sometimes two Advils, and within half an hour I was okay. But sometimes the pain was so horrible that I felt sick. And as some of you may know, I did have to work every night pretty much after school. So sometimes I would have to call in and say, I'm sorry, but I am sick. I'm suffering here. I can't come in. The Advil I've taken is not working. I'm sorry. So I did suffer from that for a long time, but I didn't think too much of it. I just thought, oh, well, I don't like school. School is stressful, so that's why this happens to me. It was only when I think a dental assistant actually, she had recommended I try peppermint essential oils for that. So she told me to just put some peppermint essential oil on my temples, on the back of my neck, and she says, it doesn't hurt to put it on your wrists and on the forehead, because those areas tend to absorb oils the quickest. And to be honest, I said to her, well, I need a little bit more than peppermint oil. I'm in a lot of pain sometimes. And she says, yes, I totally understand that, but at least try it. It can't hurt. If it doesn't work, then take an Advil. But if it works, you're not hurting yourself by taking an Advil every single day. And she was absolutely right, because it's not healthy to take an Advil. But I'm not one to tell you to not take an Advil, and by not taking that, you have to suffer. I'm not saying that either. But I would say to try essential oils. Honestly, it has helped a lot of people that I know. I was talking to a student not too long ago who simply said to me, or she was asking for my advice, because she was saying, I know what I have to know to take the national exam. I know what I have to know to pass. But as soon as that piece of paper sits in front of me, I can't take a test. It doesn't matter what test it is. Things that I have learned, I just completely, I know nothing. Can you help me? How can I get past that? And I had known a student who actually took half of an anti-anxiety pill. Her doctor recommended she take that a couple months before the exam, a couple times, so her body was used to it. And then she took half an anxiety pill, anti-anxiety medication. She took it the weekend, so she took half every day, the weekend before the exam, and then she had her exam on a Tuesday. So she took half a pill the morning of, and she just said that helped her so much. That helped her so much to not feel as, anxious. but not all of us want to take something like that. If you don't have to take a pill, if you don't have to take a medication, then I suggest you do not. And there's no harm in just trying something first. There's no harm in that. Like, let's see, I've been using this essential oil, Serenity, to help me sleep for I probably started, essential oils for my sleeping maybe about a year ago. And it does help so much because I used to be the person who it would take me a half an hour to fall asleep. So I would be in bed by 10, but I'd be wide awake till maybe 10:30, and then I would start to fall asleep. But then I would be up for whatever reason at 2 in the morning, because I had to use the washroom or something. And then I'd have a hard time falling asleep again until 4, and then I'd have to wake up at 6. So I never slept properly. But this one is excellent to help you stay asleep. This helps to promote you feeling calm, feeling less anxious, which is so important. So if you're a student who's thinking, okay, I kind of would like to try essential oils, okay, sure, but I don't have, a lot of money to spend on them because some of them are expensive. Like as an example, you could get a peppermint oil for your tension here. If you suffer from headaches, peppermint oil is amazing, but that's one oil. Serenity, I don't know if it has peppermint in it actually. Isn't that horrible? I should have looked at this first. I don't know all of the oils that it has in it. I will double check that for you. In fact, let me check that now. Okay, so Serenity, I'm just kind of checking that now actually. I'll share my screen here for you. So Serenity has many different oils in it. So they list them all here. So let's say you were looking into purchasing some and you said, okay, I am interested in purchasing, lavender because that's also supposed to help you stay asleep. Let's say you wanted cedarwood, the same thing, like that is supposed to help you feel, calm, and that's supposed to put you to sleep quickly. If you're sick, that is excellent to help you sleep quickly and then stay asleep at the same time, and it does have a ton of them in here. So for me, when I first started with essential oils, I preferred to buy something like this that had many oils in it, instead of purchasing a separate lavender oil, a separate peppermint oil, because that can get expensive, But I have a lot of oils, so I'm not saying that I only buy the ones that have several in there, because I buy a lot of them, because they have just helped me out so much. But if you were ever curious, like as an example, this one retail is $40. If you purchase the wholesale membership, I think it's $49 a year for the wholesale, and that's what I have. Then you can purchase oils for a lot less money. So the Serenity is $30. So, but let me see here. So if you look at all of the different ones that they have, so let's say, which is common for a lot of students, they tend to get a lot of migraines, which is what happened to me. Let's see, where's the one that I tend to use if I have a really bad migraine? Past tense, I believe. Is that the one? I have so many, so I kind of had to think about that. Let me see, past tense, is this the one? This one helps too. See, they have so many different ones. So I think what I'll do is I'll do another video if you want to explain sort of each of them and how they work. I did actually start an Instagram account for Dentalelle Tutoring a couple weeks ago, and I did post something about oils this morning. I posted something about if you're having trouble, if you're trying to study for an exam. Here, I will stop sharing my screen here. If you're trying to study for an exam and that's the last thing you want to do, it is hard for you to stay focused. It does help to put on some oils, or I did buy a diffuser. I pretty much have a diffuser in every single room now. In fact, you might even see it in the background of some of my videos. But I have a diffuser in my office. I have a diffuser in the kitchen, in the bedroom. I have a diffuser in the living room. So pretty much everywhere. So at nighttime, obviously, I will put some oils in the diffuser in the bedroom that are more, you know, calming. This one always. In my office, though, I tend to put oils in there that are supposed to help me feel like I have a lot of energy. They are supposed to help me stay focused, you know. So it's kind of the same thing. If you're trying to study for an exam, you need to stay focused. So I did post something on there to help you with that. But if you guys have any questions, please let me know. And the only reason why I thought to talk about it is because I was part of a group on Facebook, I think called the Dental Hygiene Network or something like that. And somebody was talking about that she started using essential oils and she just loves it. And I thought, oh, so I'm not the only one who likes to use essential oils. And apparently there are so many of us who are dental assistants or dental hygienists that love to use essential oils. And I thought, oh, I didn't know that, you know, like I thought I was the only one. So then I started talking to, I'm sorry, and then I started talking to a few students who were telling me that they are anxious and they tried them and they love them. So I thought, well, it only makes sense to talk to other students too in case I can help, you know, because I'm not saying that you should all be taking some anti-anxiety medication, because that's not something that I would ever say, but it can't hurt to try some oils, either to help you stay less, or I should say stay more calm. It would have been nice if I had that when I was in school, to stay more relaxed, to be able to sleep properly. That is so important. And it can't hurt because they're actually not that expensive. Like I think I said, this one is $40. And look, this is huge. And I probably apply a drop or two each time I use it, and it's likely twice a day. So that's not a lot, you guys. Like, and it's nice too. Now I'm calm, now I'm relaxed, right? So yes, it's about $40, but that's the same price as if you were to buy a new shirt or a pair of shoes or something. So why not just give it a try? So I signed up for the wholesale membership. You don't have to, but I can explain that a little more a bit if you want. Just let me know. But if this is something that you are interested in, I'll just kind of hold it up like this, Serenity, or any other essential oil, just let me know, because I can help you. Because if you do order through me, since I'm a tutor and since I have my own account, then I can offer you a discount. So why not get a discount? So it would actually not be as much because I can offer you a discount. So if you would like a discount, let me know. If you want more info, if you're not sure about something, or if you have been using essential oils for a while, let me know, because I just love to hear how people are using them, how they like them. In fact, I'm totally off topic, but I had an earache, which that never happens to me. Never. In fact, I hope it doesn't come back. But I had an earache on a Saturday. Actually, it started on Thursday, a little bit on Friday, but it was painful on Saturday. But I had to work. So I tried to go to the clinic after work, but all of the walk-in clinics were closed. So I was kind of like, well, what do I do? Like, I need something. I'm in a lot of pain. And somebody told me that if you apply tea tree oil, like you put it like on your finger, you just sort of put it along here, and over here. I probably had to do that at least 3 times a day, but I was not in any more pain. So I'm not saying it was because of the oils. Who knows? It could have been a coincidence, right? But that's a pretty nice coincidence that I was not in pain. So, you know, so I would prefer that than to have to go to the doctors and they don't necessarily see anything wrong. So they say, well, let's just put you on an antibiotic and see what happens. You know, that's not healthy, as we all know. That's not healthy for you either. But if the earache does happen to come back, knock on wood, I will have it looked at. And that's what I intended to do, but all of the walk-in clinics were closed. So I was kind of like, I need something, right? So anyways, so if you guys though are curious, let me know, and I would like to hear if you are currently using essential oils, because I quite like them. In fact, I have to stop. I probably have almost all of them now because this week they had a buy one oil and get another one free. So I bought a ton. Probably shouldn't have done that, but oils help so much. I prefer to use that than to use Advil to go on antibiotics, you know, so why not, right? But okay, so like I said, this was off topic. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you guys in the next video.